so that your vendors let you know. Hello YouTube. So I am going live today to do a Q&A while I work on some wig orders. I have free time, so why not get on YouTube and go live? I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up on my channel. That way I can keep up with everybody's questions, because you guys know I love to answer your questions in order. I'm also going live on Instagram as well. Hello Vanessa, welcome to the live. So let's see, let me open it up here on my computer, laptop. All right. All right, yeah, make sure that's muted. Hello. Hi, Kiana, the real beauty queen, Allie. Hey, welcome to the live. All right, let's see. Should we be scared to order hair for our customers during this virus time? No, you should not be scared to order hair during this time. As you know, most products in the United States come from China, so I wouldn't be concerned too much about like viruses living on the packages. And also, vendors are still shipping out orders to the United States, so definitely check with your vendor. Do you still use Squarespace? Yes. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm making a wig too, so let me see. It's 22 inch. So 23. This is 23. All right, got all these little kids' heads. Can't live in fear. Stay positive. Exactly. Cannot live in fear. Carly from Houston, Texas. Hey, welcome to the live. Do you still use Squarespace? Yes, I still use Squarespace. Is it safe to look for a vendor now in China with the coronavirus? If not, any other ways or tips starting to hear business? Yes. You can still find vendors in China. The coronavirus is everywhere now. So it's in India, Cambodia, Vietnam. It's everywhere. So I would not allow that to stop me from starting my business, finding vendors. I wouldn't allow it to stop me doing anything. Amen. God got us. Absolutely. I would not allow it to stop me from doing anything in my business. Business is still going great for me. I'm still making the same amount I always make every month in business. So the virus doesn't have to stop anything. There's always going to be an obstacle that you have to face in life. Right now it's the virus, and everybody is facing it. Pretty much everybody on this earth is facing it. So at least we're not alone, and we're all in this together. But there's always going to be an obstacle or something that you have to deal with as long as you're on earth, because that's just life. Let's see. Let me scroll up so I can see y'all questions.
What are you doing? What happened? Wait, Franklin.
You make good videos. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you so much. Yes, they are expecting my package tomorrow. Still been ordering. Thank you. Do you have a video up on how to edit your Squarespace site to place pre-orders? There's to place pre-orders on your website. It's nothing that you have to do differently. There's nothing that you have to do differently. You just post items for sale on your website. And when you use the pre-order method, every time you get an order from a customer, you want to relay that information over to your vendor. Yeah, you want to relay that information over to your vendor. It doesn't have to be every day. But for me, when I was doing a pre-order system, I would relay orders to my vendor every 2 to 3 days. I would let them know what orders I have. This is the time to ramp up on marketing with everyone shut in. Exactly. Exactly. This is the perfect time for that. Have you seen any recent change in your vendor prices? No, my vendor prices are the same. I wanted to say one of my vendors is running a sale right now, so their prices are lower. But there haven't been any changes with my vendors. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live, everyone. What sewing machine do you recommend for beginner wig makers? Any sewing machine that fits your budget. As long as it's like an actual sewing machine, not like one of those handheld machines or anything, like the actual sewing machine. And just make sure it fits your budget. When making a wig, we use the basic functions on the sewing machine. And all sewing machines come with the basic functions. So I say always just get a sewing machine that's in your budget. I like to get my sewing machines from Walmart. I think the cheapest sewing machine I've purchased was a Brothers sewing machine for like $75 at Walmart. The sewing machine I'm using currently is a Singer, the Singer Heavy Duty sewing machine. That's what I'm using right now. And I think it was like $125 or $135 from Walmart. I get a new sewing machine like every 6 months because I don't have the patience to get the sewing machine serviced. So I just go out and just buy another sewing machine. So yeah, I get a new sewing machine like every 6 months. A vendor in China is good quality. When it comes to vendors, there are going to be good and bad vendors, no matter the origin, no matter the location where you're looking for vendors. There's always going to be good and bad. So location doesn't determine if the hair is going to be good quality. That's why you really just have to test out each and every vendor. I want to get into web design. Any classes available? I don't have any classes available on web design just yet. I do have, right now, I do have a 4-part series on YouTube on how to create your own. Hey, no, you got to turn that down. I can't. Y'all, the kids home. When I say kids, Jaden and Mario's little cousin, they over here. So if you hear a lot of noise in the background, that's what you're hearing. What, Jaden? You want a snack, correct? Go ahead and get a snack. Y'all ain't gonna have no more snacks. Y'all ain't gonna be stuck around here looking crazy for the next couple weeks. Because you want to eat all the snacks now. You're gonna eat all the snacks. I done hid all my snacks now. I hid my snacks from Mario too. So I'm good. Let's see. Let me see what Instagram is asking. Ramp up on marketing and content because people can't go to the movies or a restaurant. This is the best time to promote your business or for researching vendors, ladies. Correct. I mean like 40-50% off. Hold on, what's going on? What's 40-50% off? What's going on? What's 40 or 50% off? When you use multiple vendors, is it for different things or do you use, for example, body wave from more than one vendor? It's for different things for me. If I find a good hair texture, so if I found good body wave hair, I don't have a reason to go to another vendor for body wave hair if that vendor is selling me what I believe is the best. The only other exception to that would be maybe if you had a backup vendor for that body wave hair. So you might have an additional vendor for a backup, you know? But I have different vendors for different reasons, for different things. Alibaba has bomb vendors. It's much easier to use now than in the past. Yes, I found all of my vendors on Alibaba, with the exception of an eyelash vendor that I found on Instagram. But right now, I am making a wig, y'all. I know Instagram can see, YouTube can barely see, but I'm just hand stitching on the closure. You guys know I hand stitch the closures on first, and then I go back over it with the sewing machine. So I have 4 wigs that I'm making today. Only one of them have to ship out today, which is the one I'm working on right now. It was supposed to ship out yesterday, y'all, but life. Life happened. So it's definitely gonna ship out today. Let's see. I'm not gonna play with you and Jaden today. Listen, where is Mario? He need to take the kids. Okay, I done had this kid since last night.
Who?
What you mean, who? You and Oatmeal. Y'all the only kids in this house?
Well, how you know my name?
They know. I mean, why would they not know your name?
Cause she knows
All right.
my name.
Yeah, they know your name.
How they know?
Anyways.
Water. You already have water. Please. You already have water.
Yeah, I'm not finna drink up all the water either.
I'm taking my water.
All right, let's see what YouTube is saying. Oh, but yeah, so I only have 4 videos on I done scrolled down too far. Yeah, I only have 4 videos on how to create your own website. But because I will be creating a separate website for my wig business, so Wigs by Ebony, I am going to create a whole, like, its own website. So because I am going to be doing that within the next week or so, I will record that process so I can have a start, so beginning to end, on how I build that website. And that will be a course that's available online. Of course, I don't have the information for pricing on that, but that will be something I have. Something I will make available. And of course, because it's me, it's always going to be affordable, much more affordable than anyone else's course.
Sorry.
But definitely take advantage of the free videos I have on YouTube, because you can't beat free. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way.
I just slipped it.
God gave us common sense too, so be safe. Hi, question. Will you be my mentor? Thank you thank you for anyone. Hey, y'all ain't gotta be so loud, okay? I am on live. These kids gotta go. Maybe they didn't need them snacks because they hyper.
Stay right here.
Okay, so you know what? I really do appreciate everyone that ask if I can mentor them or do like one-on-one classes. It does mean a lot to me that you all value my opinions and my thoughts. So I really do appreciate that. But I'm just mentoring. That's not something that I want to. Hey, Y'all being way too loud. But mentoring is something that y'all okay, as long as y'all okay with all the noise. But mentoring is something that I decided I don't want to do. That's just not something I want to do. I don't really have the time available to mentor, and although I know it won't be everyone, but it's a lot of people that think being mentored means getting all of the answers, and I don't want to have to focus so much time and energy, and people aren't going to actually give it their all, or people are going to expect me to run their business for them. Just the thought of that stresses me out. And like I said, I know it's not going to be everyone, but it's just not funny. Look, I barely like responding to DMs, so so mentoring it just wouldn't be a good fit for me. Now, I don't want to say I will never do it, because things change in life. I may change. I may say that I want to offer it in the future, but as of now, I know that's not something I really want to do. It's a no for me right now. But like I said, I do appreciate everyone's consideration, that people tag me and post all the time, and that people always recommend me when it comes to people asking for like business mentors and stuff. I do appreciate that people think of me. I really do. No. If you tell my grandma. Mine home too, look. These kids home. And then they can't even go back to school next week. They got to start school online, which I need to make sure I think I need to sign into the school board website and fill out some information. But they're going to start school online starting Monday here in my city. Look, you always got to have your own stash of snacks. Is the post office still open the same hours near you? Yes, it's still open the same hours. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I love what you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's why I love how positive and supportive you are. Thank you. All right, y'all being super sweet. No, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I try my best to be positive and supportive, because I feel like, especially now, it's a lot of negativity in the air. And I just think it's so important that people follow their dreams in life, and that they do everything they always wish they can do. Because it's a lot of negativity out in the world. It's just too much. I'd rather focus on the positive than the negatives. Because, I mean, we can always focus on the negatives, but focusing on the negatives will never get you anywhere. All right, let's see. I'm surprised you don't have super chat. I don't know what super chat is. I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure I'm probably eligible for it. And then I don't know how I would work it. I don't know. I have to look into it. Okay, so just keep it the same as add to cart. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same when you do pre-orders. Just keep add to cart, and let your customers know of your processing and shipping times. That's all. The pre-order system, it just means that the processing time on the orders are going to be longer because you need a longer period of time to actually receive the orders from your package, from your vendors. So that's the only thing that the pre-order method, that's the only thing that it interferes with is the processing time. You know, so one business may have a processing time of 1 day, or they might have same day shipping or same day delivery. Well, when you do the pre-order method, you can't do that because you don't have items on hand. So there, your customers are gonna have to wait longer. Oh, excuse me. Your customers are gonna have to wait longer for the order to process. So that's really the only difference when it comes to running a pre-order system. We cannot let this stop us. Exactly. Ebony, you seem sad. You're good, boo. No, I'm not sad at all. I'm great. My voice ain't the same. Um, I I've been talking a lot. Like I get tired of talking sometimes, but I'm good. I love your motivation. Thank you. Please send me your broken sewing machines. I threw all them away. I've been decluttering the whole house. I just been throwing everything away. And then, yeah, I just been throwing everything away. You know, because I don't have time or patience. I was like, I can probably sell them on eBay, like sell them for like the broken not broken parts, but like sell them for parts on eBay, get some money off of it. And I was just like, you know, I don't even have patience for that.
I'm bummed.
Every may be exhausted from the bomb vacation she took. I low key, I really legit was exhausted. Like after that trip, I was tired for maybe like a good 4 days afterwards. I was still tired from the trip. I wish the trip was longer. All right, I'm gonna do one more roll around the closure. I am back. Welcome back to the live. Anyone here got started? Anyone here got started on what? Hold on. Oh, I'm missing a lot of stuff here on Instagram. Would you recommend a huge sale as soon as you launch your hair business? I mean, 40 to 50% off, or is that way too much? That's way too much. That's too much. Um, when you do sales, pay close attention to your profit margins. For a lot of people, doing 40 or 50% off, they will be losing money. Like they will be out of money running a sale that large. I know for with my prices, the largest sale I can run is a 30% off sale. And I can still make a profit, but that's the highest percentage off I can do on my website. Even right now I'm doing 25% off. I'm probably gonna change it to like 20% off or 15. It's 25% off. That's still a lot too. But I am doing I'm currently doing a 25% off. But I do feel like when you first launch your business, I definitely would recommend that you start your business with a sale. Because you're new. I don't know. I just think it's weird when you're brand new in the industry, nobody knows you, and you're charging the same prices as people that's already established.
I'm hungry.
You done ate breakfast. You done had 2 snacks, and you still hungry. All right, you gonna have to wait. They're trying to look. We ain't gonna have no food. They put us on lockdown. We ain't gonna have no snacks or no food. But yeah, I always thought it was crazy when people launch their companies and right off, you know, from the very beginning, they're charging the same prices that people who've been in the industry for 10 plus years are charging. I think that you should definitely launch with some sort of sale. And that sale will help you get your name out there, will help you get more reviews, customer photos. It kind of helps get your name out there. And then once people kind of recognize you, like, oh, okay, I've heard of that company, you know, then I would up my prices to where I would really want my prices to be. But when people don't know you and you charge them, it's like, first of all, I don't even know you. Like, how do I know I can trust you? You know? So I would strongly recommend that anybody starting a company, they have like a grand opening sale. You know, something that would make sense. You know, a percentage off your first order or something. I mean, that should go for any time you do something new. You know, even if you're like a hairstylist. And I didn't say anything to you. Even if you're like a hairstylist or something, you can't, like, you brand new hairstylist, you don't have no client photos or reviews, and you trying to charge $275 for a sew-in. People gonna look at you crazy. Like, first of all, you ain't got no customers, no photos, and you want to charge $275. No. You need to have a sale so that you can build up your portfolio. No. So yeah, I think having a sale is a great thing when it comes to launching your business, but 40 or 50% off, that's way too, I mean, that's too big of a discount for a hair company.
I found you in the front drawer.
People don't even do that for Black Friday. So that's a huge discount.
I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I wish they had a playground where I live in these apartments, because these kids need to go outside. That's too much, girl. You have to include some.
Hello,
Yep.
you help me. Count to 10.
The hair.
No.
Hey sis, I love you and good morning. Proud of you as well.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Yes, it is afternoon. Yes, lunch last one. Okay, let's see what YouTube's saying.
No, you cheated. No. Start over.
I just realized.
1, 2, 3. Do it.
Uh-oh.
I'll count like that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I just realized Erica J created a separate products website on Shopify. That's what's up. On your site for your items, do you keep the quantity unlimited or you put it You put what you had when you did pre-order. When you do pre-order on your website, if you're doing a pre-order method, you want to set everything as unlimited. Right now, the only thing I set unlimited is my wigs, the wigs. Because the wigs still have a processing, like a processing period. But as far as my bundles, closures, frontals, clip-ins, ponytails, and lashes, all of those, I put the actual quantity that I have here at home. So I put the actual quantity for stuff. And now look in here. I'm right here. Alright, let's see. Where are you? An elastic band. I can put the elastic band on last. No. Middle part, baby hairs. Alright, y'all.
What was that?
Because this is the wig I want to go out today. So I need to start styling it. So we can start air drying and stuff.
Was that my door? You at my door?
Hey. Y'all a little too loud again.
At my door.
I can't hear myself.
Stop. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Where is he? What was that?
Kids so loud. I mean, this the loudest they've been all day. They weren't as loud. They weren't as loud prior to me getting on live. Y'all, look, if y'all don't keep being loud, y'all need to go to the room.
No. Blah, blah, blah. Get out. Okay.
I can't work in all this noise. Hey, first of all, y'all get out that thing.
Oh, no.
Get out the cabinet. Why is y'all playing in the cabinet?
Because we want to.
You want to get in trouble?
No.
All right then. Because these lives can be paused.
No, it can't.
All right, you guys, I'm back. It's a lot more quiet in here. I can't concentrate with all that noise. And it's me that want 1,000 kids. But what was I just talking about before I got distracted? I forgot. I forgot what I was talking about. But I know I need to get this wig prepared. Yes, I think something is wrong with your hair, to be honest. You're right. In the beginning, it got real quiet. Hey, my good sis. Hey. And Jaden is now a believer that lives can be paused. Y'all so oh, Jesus. Y'all so funny. Look, these kids, they just be... I don't mind a little bit of noise, but they just, I mean, they was already making noise this morning, but they was not making this much noise until I got on live, seemed like. All right, let's see what YouTube is saying. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Bree. Let's see. Trying to scroll down. Hey, Robin. Hey, everyone. Hey, love your channel and classes. You're the best. Thank you, Nicole. Um, how is business? I'm sad to say I no longer do the hair business. Just couldn't get the customers. Honestly, a lot of people have that experience. Business is still doing great for me, even with the coronavirus and stuff going on. Business is still doing well for me. I will say, a lot of people, it is hard. I try to tell people all the time, like, running a business or selling hair in general is hard. It is very hard to keep up with, and it is difficult to gain customers. And that's also another reason why I always try to tell people, like, start small in your business, because you don't know how you're going to feel about it 6 months later. So why, spend thousands to start your business just to realize 6 months later it's not a good fit for you. So, I understand selling hair is not easy. Are you just done with selling hair and you're still, on your entrepreneur journey, just doing something else? Or are you just done with entrepreneurship altogether? Business really isn't for everyone. And selling hair isn't for everyone either. And there's nothing wrong with that. I say as long as you do something that makes you happy in life, that's all that matters. Because selling hair can be very stressful too. The hair industry is labeled a high risk industry. And it's labeled high risk because there's a lot of scammers. It's a lot of scammers, You got to work hard to get your product out there. Then when you start getting orders, it's people out here trying to scam you left and right. It's hard out here. It really is. I love that you are so motivated. Thank you. Good things happen to positive people. Being negative is exhausting. Yes, being negative is exhausting. I'm glad you're good. Thank you. I'm completing a custom wig and color order today. Also working on new flyers to promote this week and next week. That's what's up. A lot of people have a lot of free time available now. So this is definitely the perfect time to work on content and creating flyers and just anything that you wish you had the time to work on. This is the perfect time and opportunity to work on that stuff. A lot of people are home due to the virus and they can't go to work and stuff. So people have a lot of free time. Will also be on social media more. I feel like a lot more people will be on social media now more than ever. And for a longer period of time too. So now you have more people that you can, get to notice you. You have more people that can see you and your business. So this is definitely the perfect time for building and creating content. First thing this morning, well, I ain't creating no new content. I need to create some content because I haven't been posting on social media. But I know this morning I finally got around to creating some new thank you cards, hair care cards, and sending your selfie cards. And I ordered some off Vistaprint. So I had some time to do that this morning. Thank God. Hopefully, well, I probably won't have no time later today because I got all these wigs to make, but hopefully before the week is over, I can start creating some content for my social media accounts. I just started that posting on my wig page, so that's good. It's my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Teach them how to sew, put them kids to work. Hey. Do you have trouble getting your bobbin to catch, or anyone else here? I always have trouble. Oh no, I don't have trouble with getting a bobbin to catch. I would look up some YouTube videos on how to thread and insert the bobbin. You could be inserting it incorrectly, or it could honestly be an issue that you're having, like with the sewing machine. The sewing machine may need to be serviced. Let's see what Instagram is saying. When he said it, I was like, ooh. Look, Jaden learned today. Any tips on plucking closures to make them look natural? Take it roll by roll when you're plucking. Like I always pluck, I take about an inch of hair in the front, and then I divide that inch of hair up into many sections, and I take it roll by roll as I'm plucking. And then I always smooth. So as I'm plucking, I always smooth the hair back like this, because I can see what I plucked, and I can see like, okay, this portion right here is too thick, so let me go back in and pluck some more. And then I smooth it back again, so I can kind of get an idea of what the hairline's gonna look like. And then once I'm satisfied with this roll, I'll part another section from the inch of hair that I originally took out in the very front. So I'm gonna part another section, comb it back, and then I pluck again. I spray hair, not spray hair. I spray the water on the hair because sometimes the hair it like to stick up and fly all over the place. So I spray the water on the hair to keep the hair in place so I can see exactly what I'm doing. And just take your time when you're plucking. Don't rush. Once you start rushing, you start messing up. Hey, welcome to the live. I don't sell hair, but I love how your business advice can help everyone. It definitely has helped me. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. My sewing machine is new and I want to throw it out the window. Gotta get a singer. Listen, sewing machines can be so stressful sometimes, especially in the beginning when you're trying to learn how to use it and stuff. It can just be so discouraging. But hang in there. Hang in there. I would say out of all the sewing machines I've used, I would say they're all about equal to me. Like, I've liked them all equally. I will say the Sanger, what I have noticed is the Sanger gives a wider stitch. So the zigzag stitch is wider, and I just think it's cuter when it's wider. So, but that has nothing to do with like how the machine functions. That just has something to do with preference, like how you like your stitches to look. So it does give a wider stitch. I still don't know how to use one. Look, like I said, a lot of people finna have a lot of free time on their hands. This is the perfect time to learn a new skill. You know, in my online wig course at onlinewigcourse.com, I actually teach how to use the sewing machine in that course. Because I know a lot of people make wigs. I know a lot of people still hand stitch, and they would like to start using the sewing machine, but they don't know how to use the sewing machine. So I made sure I took the time out to show how to use the sewing machine before I taught how to make wigs on the sewing machine. So if you know what, I might do a sale. I think I'm gonna do a sale on my courses. I'm gonna do a little sale. Why not? Because people probably do got a lot of free time to learn, you know, and I understand it's a lot of other things that are priority with life right now, like having food and basic necessities. So my current, my regular hair and wig site is still on sale. I'm gonna put my courses on sale. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the courses on sale. And give me till like tomorrow. Give me till like tomorrow to have everything on sale. I'm gonna put everything on sale. I'll make the announcement on YouTube. I'll make like a little post so y'all know. Y'all won't forget. What she want? She want baby hairs. All right, trying to make sure. Trying to make sure I keep up with what my customer wants. I always write down everything on the board so I can always look back at my board over here and see what is it that they wanted for their wig. Can you please say Finley? Happy birthday, Finley. I hope I pronounced that right. How do you create a sale for first-time buyers only when first starting out? I don't know how to make it to where it's only for people who is their first time purchasing. You just gotta kind of hope that people, like, they're not trying to get over on the system, and that only the people that it really is their first time purchasing, that they use the coupon code. All right, we gotta get all this loose hair that I plucked out and from when I cut each roll off this. So we're gonna have to, let me spray this down so we can get all this loose hair out. Because you definitely don't want your customer to get the wig and they think the wig is calling me from Texas. I don't know nobody from Texas. All right, I think I sprayed this enough. Hey, Ebony. Hey. What app to use? What app to use for what? It's a lot of apps that I use. What apps to use for what exactly? Where is my brush? Here we go. Right when y'all thought I was done spraying water on my hair, I spray some more. This is why I wanted to go ahead and style this wig now, because it's gonna need to dry. This is Malaysian Kinky Curly. This is hair from my website. Yeah, I had 3 people order the same wig. So 3 people ordered 20-inch Malaysian Kinky Curly closure wig. It's one of my favorites. I need to find my wig. My wig's somewhere. I got so many wigs. Don't make no sense. Because I just been wearing the wig that's on my head for the longest. But yeah, my whole website, hair and wigs, 25% off right now. It's a good sale, okay? No coupon code needed. All you gotta do is go, you just gotta click checkout. Once you click checkout and you start entering your name and your address, it will update the price for you. So you don't need no coupon code. Yup. It's probably gonna stay that way too until life becomes normal again for everybody. I'm just gonna keep it on sale till this coronavirus pass. Let me see. She look good, girl. Thank you. I got the wig course now. I just have to get a sewing machine. I'm starting off small with the $80 brother from Walmart. Hey, that works. Girl, this vendor trying to charge me a PayPal fee every time I want to place an order. She want to charge the fee. That's actually normal. She want to change the fee. That's actually normal. That's actually normal for vendors to charge you a PayPal fee, even though technically they're not supposed to charge a PayPal fee. They charge us PayPal fees anyways, and I think it's based off a percentage. So it might be maybe they charge you 10% of your order total. Yep, they love to add in extra fees, PayPal fee, shipping fee. Well, those are the only two fees I pay from my vendor. But some vendors charge more fees than that. It sucks. But it's like, but I really love this hair. It sucks, but I really love this hair. So I guess we just gonna have to just deal with it. I hope quarantine is going well for you and your family. You know, it is. It's going well. It don't seem like nothing has changed. I still go on my morning walks every morning. You know, I still go to public places to buy groceries and stuff. Nothing has really changed. The only thing that's changed is Jaden not at school and he home. And he eating up all the food and snacks. That's the only thing that has changed. But no, we're great. Thank you so much. I hope everyone is doing great during this time. Instagram live gonna end. So once it ends, I am gonna get back on Instagram. The hair looks so lovely. Thank you. Hey. Is it Kiara or Kiara? Either way, y'all should follow her. She is a bomb entrepreneur here selling hair, just like the rest of us. All right, let's see what YouTube. Oh, I done ran out of water. That's how much water I spray on the hair. Let's see. Trying to keep up with these questions. Do you use polyester thread? It's called all purpose. All right, Kiera. Okay, great. Y'all should follow Kiera. She sell hair just like us. She is doing the thing selling hair. And I think she still have classes and courses for those who are in the hair business too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. The thread I use, it's called all-purpose thread from Walmart. It's very affordable. It's like $1.97 a spool. So it could be a cotton polyester blend. I'm not sure. Yes, mentoring and more. And I've been watching you too. You're doing amazing. Thank you. See, y'all keep asking me for a mentor. I'm not doing mentoring, but definitely check her out. Definitely check her out. Just don't get thread like from Family Dollar, because that thread pop easy. As long as it's from Walmart, you good. No matter what type of thread it is from Walmart, you're good. I like your smile. Thank you. The hair is so pretty. Thank you. Yes, the live paused real quick. Listen, kids was being too loud. I had to pause the live and tell them about themselves. I wasn't trying to go viral now. You know how some people, they be going off on their kids and disciplining them on live. I don't need them type of problems. I will happily pause the live. Hey, Ebony, what's a good sturdy canvas block do you recommend for making wigs? I like the GEX blocks. I think, yeah, I like GEX. I've used a different brand before, but it didn't last long. All of the cork material would fall out the bottom of the canvas head. So I've been using GEX from Amazon. And I haven't had a problem with the canvas heads yet. I have had a problem with the wig stands. The wig stands were good at first. But then again, I've been having a problem with all wig stands, honestly. Even the wig stand that I got from my beauty supply store a couple months ago. Like, they're all good at first. But maybe like 6 months down the line, they just start getting all wobbly and stuff. So I'm starting to think like the wig stands don't last that long. They only last a couple months. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so this is nicely detangled. Trying to make sure we get all that loose hair out from plucking. And when I cut the hair on each roll. Sorry, y'all, I'm in love with water. And it really is only water in this spray bottle. Water is your best friend. All right. I think she want the middle part. Yeah, she want the middle part. So we need to plug the middle part. Let's see. Look, getting them kids together. I'm still on my entrepreneur journey, but just doing something else. Okay, that's great, Arkita. The size canvas head that I started with a size 23 because I was making wigs for myself, and that's how big my head is. So I started with a 23, and then the next canvas head size that I got was a 22. I will say, for me, let me make sure it's not cricket while I make this middle part. For me, most of my customers are a size 22. Yeah, I get 22 the most. And then the runner up would be probably equally 23 and 21. So those are the sizes I get. But I do get 22 the most, so I would recommend maybe start with a 22. But you really need all of them. I have all of the sizes, whole sizes, not half sizes. And then I have multiple of some too. See, like over here, it's a mess over here. I don't know if you can, oh, with the tripod in the way. You see, like I got a cart with wig heads on it, canvas heads on it, cart over there. Let's see if Instagram can see. Wrong cart. I got a cart with canvas heads. So you're gonna need all the sizes. And when you start working on multiple wigs a day, you're gonna need multiple of the sizes that you already have. You gotta make sure this middle part not cricket. They weren't giving virtual school in Duval. Yes, they've been giving virtual school. So starting Monday, they're gonna start doing school on the computer. Yeah, because they was on spring break when all of this stuff started coming to light with the virus. And then they ended up extending their spring break for an extra week. So now instead of extending it again, they're going to resume with virtual school. Yep. I just hope all the kids have access to it. But I do think they're doing their best to make sure all students and they have access to computers and internet access. So that's what they're working on now, so that all the kids will be ready. There we go. I think I finally got a decent part over here. I'm about to pluck it anyways, but I need to find my other charger for YouTube. It's gonna go dead. Let me see if I can find the other charger. Because it will go dead. I feel like this is a bad charger though. Hopefully this works. Don't. No, that one didn't work. We got like a million chargers in here. Let me see. Jay, is it a phone charger in your room?
What phone charger? No.
Right. This phone charger works, YouTube. Now I'm just trying to get this phone to stay on the tripod without falling. All right, let's see what Instagram asking something. See what Instagram is saying. I love your Malaysian kinky curly. I ordered your sample hair package and all the hair is so soft. Thank you. I'm gonna screenshot that. Okay. Oh, I forgot how to screenshot on this phone. Hold on. I think it's hold on. I want to screenshot it and I forgot how to do it on this phone. There we go. Got it. Do you sell wigs more than bundles, or I would say sales about the same for both. For me, it's really whatever I promote is what sells. For me, that's what sells. Like whatever I'm promoting at the time will sell. If I'm packaging up sample hair orders, like hair samples, and if I post it in my Instagram story or if I make a post about it, then like for the next 2 days, I'm going to get a lot of orders for hair samples. Right now, I'm on live making a wig. Typically, whenever I make a wig on live, that same day I get a ton of wig orders. So for me, whatever I seem to be talking about or promoting at the time, that's what ends up selling the most. So that's probably why it's important to make sure you give all products that you sell an equal amount of time. Make sure you're promoting them all equally. That's why I always recommend when people start selling, they start off with a small amount of products, because look, it's time consuming trying to promote every single last product that you sell. It takes up a lot of time and energy, and it costs a lot of money to promote and market all products. That's why, because I did have 6 hair textures, and I cut it back because it was just too much. It was too much to keep up with and too much to promote. So I cut it back from 6 back down to 4. And then I stopped promoting other stuff. Like I used to sell edge control at once upon a time. The edge wraps, the little hairpins. I just cut back on everything else because it's just so much to promote at one time. And I'm only one person, you know? So I really cut back on the amount of stuff that I sell. Yes, y'all, I'm still spraying water. I'm still spraying water on the hair. That's why I don't want to give this hustle up, but okay, hold on, let me make sure I keep my spot. But I'm stuck like Chuck after my first 2 hair sales. I thought I was on the road, but nothing since. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. And it does require a lot of patience. That's why your passion really have to be there. Because your passion is what's going to keep you like dedicated. It's going to keep you, you know, keep you on course, because it's something that you really enjoy doing, something that you really want. But it takes time. You know, people got to build trust. And a lot of the time, people don't post the right content on their social media pages. That's really like probably the number one thing I see a lot of people struggle with. Like every time somebody say like they having a hard time selling products, sometimes I be like, okay, cool. let me just go to their page real quick. You know? Like, let me go to their page because they keep saying they having a hard time selling products. And when I go to their page, it's always the same thing. They don't have enough photos of people actually wearing the hair. They have no videos of the hair, and they've been posting inspired photos with celebrities, or they've been posting stock photos. It's always the same thing every time I go to somebody's page. So it's a lot of work that goes into selling, and content really is key. Content is key. Knowing your audience, knowing exactly who you are to sell to, that's key. Hello, welcome to the live. Let's see. Is this raw hair? No, it's not raw hair. But I will take that as a compliment. People say that all the time. They always ask, is that raw hair? It's not. Y'all gonna make me change my marketing. I'm gonna start telling people this raw hair. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, I'm kidding. No, I get that all the time. No, it's not raw hair. It's virgin hair. It's been steam processed. I feel like my hair really come to life once it's wet, or once it's wet and you really break up the curls and stuff. It looks so realistic. I think that's why it ends up looking raw, because it doesn't really stay in its original curl pattern once it's wet and once you use that Denman brush. Yeah, these baby hairs take time, don't they? There we go. All right, I'm happy with that one. The spray bottle comes from Sally's. Do you accept Sizzle? I don't. I don't accept Sizzle. It's not compatible with my with Squarespace, so I don't use Sizzle. But yeah, the spray bottle come from Sally's. I was thinking about wholesaling the spray bottles, but they cost like $5 each when you wholesale, $5 or $6 each, and that's the price I would have wanted to sell them for. But yeah, they like $8. They're like $8 at Sally's, something like that. Special thanks to you, Ebony. because you've been a helping hand in the process with these videos. Thank you. A good app to use for creating logos. I'm not sure what's a good app to use for creating logos because I've never created my logos on an app. I always created my logos with Paint Shop Pro, which is a bootleg Photoshop because I ain't want to pay for Photoshop. So that's how I always created my logos. I never really used the app to create logos. So I wouldn't be able to recommend anything that I haven't used personally. But I will say, when it comes to logos, I would strongly recommend that you reach out to a professional for a logo. I don't think a logo should be DIY. Only because, like, your logo is going to be with you. Like, it's going to be with you for some time. And you want to make sure it is thought out perfectly. And typically graphic designers, that's what they specialize in. Like, they know how to do certain things that typical people wouldn't be able to do, right? Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say your business name is Rose Garden or something like that. When they make the logo, they can make like the letter R look like a rose or something like that. I don't know, but they be really skilled at what they do. They really give everything thought and detail. They really sit there and like create these logos. They're not copy and pasting photos and stuff that they found on Google that they're not even supposed to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, when they DIY logos, they'll Google search like a hair logo symbol, and then they'll use the first symbol they see on Google, not knowing that that symbol has been trademarked. It just be a lot of stuff that go into it. It's certain things I will say should not be DIY. So I'm going to say invest in that logo. Get that logo professionally done. You know, if you're just starting out and you just really can't afford a logo, then just make yourself a text logo. Just something simple. Choose 2 fonts. Okay? Don't use 3, 4, or 5 fonts in your logo. Choose 2 fonts. Create a simple font logo. Keep it black and white, you know, until you're able to, or keep it like at a solid, I mean, you don't have to be black and white, but keep it basic until you get somebody to really construct it. Because a lot of people, they're not getting business because of their DIY logos. It's holding them back. That's my take. All right, I'm gonna spray it with some more water. I know YouTube, y'all can barely see the wig. Hold on, I probably gotta turn my tripod around for YouTube, cause y'all can't see nothing. Y'all see all this hair on the floor. There you go. I'm gonna spray it with water again. Only because with all that combing and maneuvering, like, you see how the curls, well, I'm sorry, Instagram, I'm using my old phone, so y'all really can't see all the fine details. Look like Android quality over here on Instagram. But when you brush it out, it's kind of brushed out, and I want it to be brushed out. I want the curls to actually pop when my customer receives her package. So that's why I keep spraying it with water, because we really need the curls to actually pop. That's important. A lot of people don't pay attention to details. They'll leave their wig looking kind of frizzy. No. I need each and every curl to pop. And then it's important that you stop touching it. When hair is wet, when you're defining hair and the hair is wet, you gotta stop touching it. Don't touch it until after it's completely dry. Because if you keep touching it, that's how it ends up being frizzy. And I don't really like to put products on my customer stuff. So that's why I'm only spraying it with water. The only products I use is at the top to make the hair nice and flat and to lay the baby hairs. That's it. Kind of a perfectionist. Kind of. I know there's no such thing as perfect, but we gonna get close. It's like my signature hairstyle, my signature wig. All right, so I'm not gonna touch that no more. Uh-oh. How? Sorry, Instagram, the battery, the charger's not working. All right, so I'm not gonna touch this no more. I'm gonna go ahead and let this air dry. This is the one that's actually shipping out today. So let me put this one over here somewhere. All right, I'm gonna keep on answering these questions, making these wigs. Move some of this stuff out the way. All right. I wish I could master plucking and doing baby hairs. Oh, it takes time. It takes months sometimes too. But that's what repetition, just doing, something over and over again until you get it down. Pretty much, that's what happens. Just continuing to do something over and over again. Oh, sit down. Where is my hair? Over here. What? time. The curl is so pretty. Is this hair provided by you? Yes, this is Mama Legend Kinky Curly. How did you learn all of this? You self-taught. You taught yourself. It seems like so much. Yes, I'm self-taught. I learned how to hand stitch when I was in elementary school. My parents. What's up?
They call me broke because I'm telling on him. But if you it don't matter, he broke. It don't matter. Yes, it do.
First of all,
no, it don't.
First, why both of y'all out here messing with me? Y'all want me to pause the live again?
No.
Go back in that room. Both of y'all, and be nice to each other.
No, I'm laying on the couch.
No. O'Neal.
Cause
go in the room. Y'all be nice to each other. Jaden, leave him alone. No, you don't need to tell him told you so. Anyways. But yeah, self-taught. So I learned how to hand stitch when I was in elementary. I had an after-school teacher who taught us how to do that. My parents saw that I was interested in hand stitching, so they bought me a sewing machine one Christmas as a child. And I had to teach myself how to use the sewing machine by reading the manual. And then wig making. I started making my own wigs when I was in high school, like the 11th grade. Watching YouTube videos. It was real bootleg though. When I first learned what a quick weave was, I was like, oh snap. And then all you gotta do is put a shower cap on your head first before you put the stocking cap on. So you put that shower cap on, you put the stocking cap, and then you get some hair glue and you glue the hair to the stocking cap. And then you let it dry, and then you take it off and you remove the then you remove the shower cap, and voila, you got your wig. Once I realized that, I was making myself wigs for a long time. So I've always made my own wigs, and then once I started making wigs for others, I really started paying attention to techniques. So I'm very much so a visual learner. Like, I don't have to take a class to learn something. I follow a lot of wig makers, and I'm very observant. So if I follow a wig maker and they post a picture of their guidelines on their cap, like the guidelines, I would like save that picture on my phone. I would zoom in. I would screen record their videos. Like if they post like a little quick little, you know how people make videos and they like speed it up, fast forward it and stuff. So because they want to show you what they're doing, but they don't want you to like really pick up on what they're doing, I just screen record those videos and I will slow it down and watch it like 1,000 times. I watch a lot of business owners and wig makers go live. So I like to ask questions. I easily pick up on the technique of others. So if I see somebody doing something, I'll be like, okay, let me see if that worked for me. Then I'll try it, try to practice it. But I'm a self-learner. Like I easily pick up on stuff. I know everybody, they're not really self-learners. Some people really do need like hands-on classes, or they really need that personalized, stuff when it comes to learning. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody have different learning styles. But me, I'm a visual learner. So I am self-taught. I haven't taken any classes when it comes to wig making. And then also practice, just practicing. And know that while you're wig making, it's important, even if you're trying, like if you look at other people's techniques and you're like, oh, I want to do that, it's so important to make each and every technique your own, because you're going to start creating your own wig styles. You know, everybody gonna come up with their own techniques and ways of doing stuff, but pretty much just a lot of time. Like, this ain't something I just started doing. I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, spray bottles from Sally's. It's called a mist because it sprays out a mist. So it's a mist spray bottle. A mister. I feel like it's $8 at Sally's. I don't know. I don't know at Sally's. I think it's $8. What should my hair page consist of to attract people to buy? I am going to do a free webinar. I promise y'all a free webinar, so that's still going to happen. I just got to have the time available to put it together. And y'all will know in advance about the free webinar. I'm going to do a free webinar on target audience, because what you post on your page, the content that you post on your page should be content that your target audience is interested in, like content to attract them. So what I put on my page may not work for your page if we have two completely different target audiences. So everything's going to be different. That's why it's so important to really engage with the people that follow you and to do research and get to know those people better. Get to know their actions, how they talk, what they like to do for fun. Because in order to attract them, you're going to have to post what they like. You know, like the other day, I saw someone say, it seems like everybody that orders from my company, they're brand new to wearing virgin hair, or they never wore wigs before, or they never worn a wig before. So if that's the type of people you're attracting, they're not gonna like the same things other people like. They're gonna be interested in learning. So your particular social media account, you will probably have to give out a lot of advice and tips and step-by-step tutorials, because they're brand new and they just don't know. You would have to do a lot of educating on your social media page, and that's the type of content you're going to have to use to attract that particular customer. So it's really going to be based on, you know, your target audience. You're going to have to give them what they're looking for. You know, if your target audience, if they're like girls who always stay up to date on trends, whenever it's a new hairstyle come out, they're always the first people in their city to have that hairstyle. If those are the type of people that you attract, then you need to make sure you stay on top of it. Make sure your page, every time it's a new trend that come out, you post it on your page. If it's a red carpet event and you see certain hairstyles that you think that's about to be popping, then you need to post that on your page, because that's the type of content that's going to attract that type of customer. Right? Every time a new hairstyle come out, you need to make sure you recreate those styles using hair from your company. You give tutorials and all that other good stuff. So the content that you post is going to be, it's really going to be catered, you know, to your audience. That's why everything doesn't work for everybody. If you see somebody do something and that person is successful and they're making millions of dollars, and then you say, shoot, I'm just gonna copy off of them and do exactly what they're doing, and then you trying to figure out, okay, I'm doing exactly what they're doing, but they making millions and I'm only making a couple $100. You know, the reason for that is because you don't have a really good understanding of your target audience, what it is that they want, and what it is that they're expecting of you. So when it comes to content, target audience is going to be key. It's going to be key. And it's very time consuming because that requires dang, did I use all that bundle that fast? Whew, I feel like I'm crazy. What was a 20-inch bundle, huh? It was a 20-inch bundle. Yeah, that was just the first one. Okay. Feel like I'm going crazy, y'all. But when it comes to creating content, it's not going to be something that's quick and easy to do. Like, you have to really set time out to create content that's going to be perfect for your audience. It requires a lot of thought. It requires a lot of detailed research that can take hours to do. And a lot of people, they don't want to put that time and energy into their business. I mean, it's real out here. Either you're gonna take the time out and spend hours figuring it out, or you have to pay. That's when people start paying marketing agencies to do and conduct that research for them. But typically when you do reach out to a marketing agency, that's why they're expensive. They're not just charging $100, like they be charging like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. They be charging big money for that stuff. And your content is what really, your marketing and that content that you post, that's what's really gonna bring in money into your business. So that's why it always costs so much. But it requires a lot of research. A lot of research. You know? And a lot of people don't want to do it. I said, like, in your free time, go to your followers, right? Just click on followers on your Instagram page and your free time, and just go to like 100 people pages. Yes, 100. Go to 100 different people pages and jot down notes. Jot down what you see in common with all of those people. Right? It's time consuming, but it's beneficial. You may realize, dang, 70 of these 100 people that follow me, they all travel. They travel a lot. You might realize most of the people that's following you are college students. You may realize that they're parents. You may realize that they all like to watch Netflix. Like, you have to conduct their research. And once you start conducting that research, if you say, they travel a lot, then you can come up with some travel content. Like, okay, they like to travel, so let me give them some hairstyles they can wear while they're on vacation. Let me give them some tips on how to take care of their hair, because they're going to be in a pool water or they're going to be at the beach. And then that's how you really start creating your content. But you got to do that research first. So I'm pretty sure that just helps somebody. Well, it's more than just buying hair wholesale and reselling. Look, business is more than just buying hair wholesale and reselling it. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of work out here. Especially when you're a one-man team. But no, I feel like I'm at a point in my business where I definitely want to start paying people to do certain stuff for me, because it can start to become very overwhelming. Are you scared to handle your wigs if they come from China? I'm just getting started. Have some sample wigs and scared to open the page. Girl, no. I'm not scared at all. Since the coronavirus has hit, I've received so many packages. I ain't even gonna lie, my last couple packages, I didn't even spray them with Lysol. You know, because I will say, spray your bag with a little Lysol just to be on the safe side. I ain't spraying nothing with Lysol. I just been living life every day as if the virus just doesn't exist. But that's me, you know. I'm not sick. I'm perfectly fine. You know, I done traveled to the Bahamas and back since the virus on a cruise ship. On a cruise ship. They didn't do no testing on us before or after the cruise, no nothing. I'm in good health. I'm perfectly fine. Like, I'm just living life like nothing's ever happened. So, I wouldn't be scared to order anything from China. A lot of people are scared. And unfortunately, that fear is having a negative impact on their business. Their business has slowed down. Like I said, business has been the same for me. I'm still making the same amount of money I make every month. I'm not sick. I'm in good health. No fears here. What kind of wig glue do you recommend putting on your wigs to help stay in place? I wear all of my wigs glueless. I absolutely hate glue. Um, I'm like the advocate. Like, I'm the one person that's just like, I keep saying all the people that use glue, 20 years from now, they gonna have forehead cancer. They gonna have cancer of the forehead right here. They just gonna have this odd cancer that just break out across their face because they use glue. Certain stuff not meant to be put on the face. So I am against using glue. That's just my takeaway. You know, that's just me. So I don't use glue at all. All my units are glueless. If you want your units to stay in place, make sure your units are custom made using your head measurements. You are perfectly fine. And if you want additional support, I would say have wig combs or an elastic band put into your wig cap. Or you can always get your wig sewn down too. Always get a wig sewn down. Frontal wigs are not 100% glueless. So possibly look into getting frontal units that are the cut frontal units. And then you really don't have to worry about the ear tabs flapping up, and your frontal unit will be 100% glued in. But yeah, I'm completely against glue. I've worn my wigs. I've been parasailing with my wigs, jet skiing. I've been on roller coasters with my wigs. My wigs don't go nowhere. Okay. These wigs stay on. I've been swimming. So. But yeah, I'm against glue. But a lot of my customers, they still use glue, even though my wigs glueless. I don't think they use glue because they need it. I think they're using glue because they don't know that they don't need the glue. So that lets me know, like, as far as content, that's the type of content I probably do need to make for my wig page. But as I said earlier, I am going to create a separate website just for wigs. So Wigs by Ebony will be its own individual website. And on that website, I probably will do a lot of educating, because I know that my particular audience needs a lot of educating when it comes to wigs, healthy hair care, wig maintenance, how to wear wigs glueless. So that's something I realize I need to focus on more with my audience, and I will focus on it more. So, fiber is good for logos, yes. How do you protect your logo? You can get your logo trademark or copyrighted, whatever it's called, something like that. You can get it. I think it's trademark. You can get your logo trademark, right? Through US. What is it? USPTO.com. Is that the official website for trademarks? You can get all that stuff trademarked. Can you do a plug-in closures tutorial? I got some YouTube videos on plug-in closures. I got YouTube videos on it. But everything else as far as wig making, um, that's a part of my online wig course, which I am gonna put it on sale. I'm gonna put all of my courses back on sale. So give me until tomorrow to update the website to reflect sales. I'm gonna put everything back on sale. But I know a lot of people got a lot of free time available due to the coronavirus and the coronavirus putting people out of work and stuff. So a lot of people got free time, extra time to actually learn. And then also because I do understand people need to use their money on, you know, food, grocery, bills, basic necessities. I don't feel it's right to charge anybody full prices right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my courses and stuff back on sale. So just give me till tomorrow for the prices to be reflected on the website. Very cute. That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you guys. That's so beautiful. Thank you. All right, some weird people on here. Hey everyone. Hey daughter. Hey. What or how does your family say or feel about you being self-employed? Honestly, I don't think. I think they happy for me that I am self-employed and I've been successful. But definitely, I remember telling my mom, you know, my mom, she a negative Nancy anyways. She negative. But I remember when I did tell her I was gonna quit my job, she thought I was crazy. Like, why would you do that? Like, just thought I was crazy. My dad, I think he was skeptical, but he never said he was skeptical. But I know he was giving it the side eye. So they don't really understand. You know, I don't think they really understood entrepreneurship, or they didn't think that I would make as much money as I did, or have made, or currently making in my business. So, you know, you'll get that. A lot of people won't believe. I know my ex, I don't think he really believed in my business at all. Like, he tried to be supportive, you know, but you can kind of, sometimes you can tell when people just, they fake supportive. You can tell. What size this is? This is 21. That's a 20. So yeah, you can kind of tell people are fake supportive. Like, you know, they say they understand you or they support you because they don't want to cause a conflict, you know, or disagreement, so they just say stuff. But you know, like deep down inside, they really don't believe in you or your vision. And I try not to hold, I try not to take it personal, because you have to understand, like, people have been taught that it's only one way or two ways to be successful in entrepreneurships. Entrepreneurship is one of the ways that they just weren't taught. And a lot of people aren't risk takers, so they don't understand why take that risk. you know. And a lot of people, they live in fear. A lot of people, they don't follow their dreams. They settle in life. Of course, that's not everybody. Some people actually do enjoy their careers. They are okay with being employees, and they really enjoy their careers, and they went to college and they're working in their field and industry and they're happy, and that is 100% okay. Um, but some people, they just don't understand entrepreneurship. So I try not to hold it against people. You know, I try not to hold it against people. Um, but yeah, I think one thing I am facing now is it's sad to say, but a lot of people, I'm starting to see a lot of people, they're not really happy for me. Like a lot of people was fake happy. A lot of people they can't accept your success, especially when you grew up together with people. Y'all come from the same financial backgrounds. Y'all went to the same schools. Um, and now you're making more money than them, or you're living your best life, and they can't accept that. It's sad. And I'm starting to see that with a lot of people. They can't accept that we come from the same circumstances, but they settled in life, and they expected you to settle with them, and for you to join them in their misery. So I'm dealing with that a lot. I'm seeing a lot of true colors now. Um, and it is sad, but it's, people say all the time it's a part of the process. Um, and I try not to take it personal, because sometimes people, they really are just unhappy with where they are in life, and then that they had to settle in life, they're unhappy. So sometimes they're blinded by their unhappiness, and they don't understand that they are lashing out, or they are coming off a certain way. They just can't see it due to their own unhappiness. So I try not to hold it against anyone, but I'm starting to see that a lot lately. And it does hurt my feelings, especially when it's people that I actually very close with. It does hurt my feelings a lot. Like I see people, like, I don't know, people, they just start to feel a certain type of way. You start to get people say humble yourself a lot, when all you've ever been was humble. People just start saying stuff. They take the things you say, and they'll like use it out of context, and I don't know. A lot of stuff have been happening. I've been seeing a lot of stuff lately, especially after I hit my 6-figure mark in my business. So it's kind of sad, but it comes with the territory, you know. I wouldn't focus too much on negative energy or anything. I would say Instagram, the live about to end. So if I didn't get a chance to answer your questions or anything, it ended right on them while I was saying it. But hold on, let me see. All right, Instagram, we're back. So we done been on live for 2 hours. Instagram, we're back. So the live did cut off. I didn't get to see everyone's questions. So if I didn't get a chance to answer your question because the live cut off, just ask your question again. But when it comes to that, I say don't really focus so much on negative energy. Um, Focus on positive stuff. You know, like if I was to sit here and focus on people and their negative energy and what they think about entrepreneurship and how they're unhappy with their life, like that would just make me feel some type of way. That may put me and my feelings in. That's not how I'm trying to be. Like I worked hard for where I'm at in life. I've struggled, and shit, shoot. I worked my own behind off, so I deserve everything that I worked for. I'm happy, and I ain't gonna let that get it. I'm not gonna let other people get in the way of my happiness. You know, we all get one life. we all have the power in the choice to live life the way that we choose to live it. And if anyone else is unhappy, that's them. I'm gonna live my best life regardless. But I try to just look at the positive side of things. I try to keep the positivity. Try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. That's just me. Hey boo, look at you still being inspiration through all the pool, right? Right. Once again, Instagram, I didn't get to see everybody's questions, so if I didn't get to answer your question before the live cut off, just answer, put your question in again. I probably will get off live shortly. So once I'm done stitching this wig, I probably will get off live, y'all. I've been on here for a long time. And I need a break, and I'm hungry. Bro, you have such a great heart. Thank you. Hello, hello. How do you position the wig cap on the sewing machine without going through both sides of the cap? Oh, you just gotta make sure like you don't go through both sides of the cap. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like part of the cap is hanging off of the sewing machine and the other part is up under it. Like it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But it's like part of the cap is hanging off the sewing machine and the other part isn't. And you just have to make sure the part that is under the sewing machine that it's not folding over. I don't know. Maybe I can possibly try to show you. Nah, because then, I don't know. You may be able to see it at this angle because I don't want to have to move my phone off the tripod. So when I bring this back to the sewing machine, I'm going to see if I can try to show you. No risk, no reward. Exactly. Oh, did I catch up with all the questions on YouTube? This the furthest is letting me scroll down, so I must have caught up on all the questions on YouTube. It's a word. It is a word. A lot of people they can't help. Like a lot of people they can't help the way they feel. Like a lot of people don't have control over their emotions, even though it's very much so possible to have control over your emotions. But sometimes you start feeling negative energy from people because it's just really them. They're not happy with their own life. They know that they have all this potential, but they're choosing to settle in life, and they start like blowing off that steam and energy on people that decided to take a chance and a risk in their life to be better. And everybody don't have that level of risk taking. A lot of people just scared. Like I don't know. I tell people all the time, I don't live in fear. Like there is nothing that scares me. Death doesn't even scare me. Death doesn't even scare me. Like nothing scares me. So listen. And then a lot of people like to make excuses for themselves. It's the truth. A lot of people can't accept the truth. So when you out here keeping it real with people and telling people the truth, they can't accept it. A lot of people can't accept it. Because in order to agree with what you're saying, they're going to have to accept the fact that they're not doing everything that they're supposed to do in life. And that's a harsh reality to accept. If I tell somebody that they making excuses for themselves, right? I can say, you don't have to be where you are in life. You're making excuses for yourself and you're settling, right? That's a hard pill to swallow when it's the truth. When you got 3 kids and you can barely put food on the table for your 3 kids. No one wants to accept that. No one wants to accept that they're not doing everything in their power to make sure their kids have the best life ever on earth. Who wants to sit there and accept the fact that they've settled, that they've somewhat failed. Nobody wants to accept that. So it's a hard reality. But I say the sooner you accept it, the better it is for you. Because I had to accept that. Okay? I had to accept that. I dropped out of college. I had to accept the fact that I dropped out of college. I had to accept the fact that I got pregnant at 18 by a dummy. I had to accept the fact that I laid down with someone and had a baby and ended up being a single parent. Like, that's hard for a lot of people to accept. That they're the reason for why they are where they are in life. I had to accept that. I made my life difficult due to the life decisions and choices that I made. I made my life difficult. But once you're able to accept that, you can overcome. Like, okay, yes, I've made my life difficult. It didn't have to be this way, but it don't have to get worse either. So in order for it not to get worse, what is it that I'm going to do? Okay. I can either settle and work these jobs for the rest of my life and be miserable, or I can make some changes. I can either sit here and keep saying that I can't get a better job because I don't have nobody to watch my child, and the hours that these jobs have available, they wouldn't work with my child's daycare schedule, so I just gonna have to work this piece of shit job for the rest of my life. I could have easily just said that and made that excuse, right? I could have easily said, well, there's no way remotely possible for me to have a better life. I could have easily said that. I could have easily made excuses for my current circumstance, but I didn't. I did not. I applied myself anyways to jobs that pay more, even if the schedule didn't work out perfectly with my son's daycare. Even if I didn't have babysitters, I still applied myself. Because what I realized is that in life, you know, life is so beautiful. Life really works with you. Just life, earth, just being one with the earth. And I know that kind of sounds crazy, but life really wants you to win and succeed. But that's why I really like the law of attraction, because your thoughts and what you're thinking, your actions, whatever you put out is what you get back. That's just life in general. So if you're always making excuses for yourself, and then your actions, you're not even applying yourself, then you're always going to be stuck in the situation that you're currently in. Like, that's just how life is going to be for you. But when you start actually thinking positive, when you actually start applying yourself, even though you know you're not qualified for a particular job, even though you know that there's no way possible that someone will be able to watch your child if you apply for this new job that pay more money. Even if you just apply yourself, you're putting it out there into the universe that you're doing something positive. So it's only a matter of time before the universe opens up a door for you. God, okay, I'm gonna say God because I know people hate when people say universe. It's only a matter of time before God opens up that door for you. But like I said, a lot of people, they don't even put their hand on the doorknob so that God can open that door for them. They just be negative and they settle. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's true. Too many people make excuses for themselves. But, you know, some people, they're not going to like it when I say that. Stop making excuses for yourself. The reason why you are where you are currently in life and you're unhappy is because of you. People are not going to like it when you say that because they have to accept the fact that it's true. And the truth hurts. And the truth hurts. It really is. The truth hurts. So, I don't know, if you're watching this right now and you are not where you would like to be in life, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to keep it real with you. It's you. But you can fix it though. It don't have to be the end of the story, because it could have been the end of the story for me. I struggled, like I really struggled in life. I struggled. It's still a few things I struggle with in life. But it's not really like financial stuff. It's more like stuff on emotional levels, you know, childhood traumas. So it's still some stuff that I struggle with in life, but you know, everybody a work in progress. It's always something to work on each and every day. Nobody's perfect, but every day that you wake up, you have another opportunity to make life better for yourself. And it's not gonna happen overnight. Nothing ever happens overnight. But as long as you put your foot down in the right direction, as long as you do at least one thing, just one thing that can help you move in the right direction, then that's all you really do. But a lot of people make excuses for themselves. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm supposed to be showing how to do the thing with the wig cap. All right. So you got the wig cap, right? The wig is like circle. So on the sewing machine, hold on, because you can't really see. I said I was gonna show this. On the sewing machine, half, so the bottom half, the top half. The top half is on the sewing machine. The bottom half of the cap is hanging off, if that makes sense. So it's hanging off. So it's hanging off. So as you're sewing, right, if I'm sewing right here, the cap isn't going to, it's not going to sew on both sides of the cap because the other side of the cap is on this side. And then I'm making sure, I constantly do check. I can feel with my fingers if the cap has folded under. Because even this side of the cap can fold under. It can fold under. So I can feel if it's too bulky. If it's too bulky, then I know, okay, let me make sure I pull out that extra fabric from up under the cap. And I'm only sewing on one side so you're not sewing on both sides. So I hope that helps. It's hard to explain it, but I think I explained it good enough. I hope it helps. When doubling wefts, the hair keeps sliding or separating. If that's the case, go slow. So go slower. Cause me, when I used to try to double wefts, I was going too fast, and I just couldn't keep the hair together. So go slow. Also, if you're able to, switch out your pressure foot. So your pressure foot is this part right here of the sewing machine. Pressure foot. You can switch it out. So instead of using the regular one, I use the open toe pressure foot. And it really allows it, as long as you put both of the wefts on top of each other, not on top of each, overlapping each other, but side by side. As long as you put it in between the open toe pressure foot, it will help keep your wefts together when you're doubling. It makes a huge difference for doubling wefts. You can get that piece on Amazon for less than $10. You can get that piece on Amazon. But take it slow. Always make sure when you're doubling the wefts, you always pinch the weft together and go slow. It does take time. It took me, sad enough, it took me a couple months. Like, it didn't take a couple of days, it didn't take a couple of weeks. It took me a couple of months to figure out how to double, wefts. But it's definitely doable. Just have patience with yourself and give yourself some time. You will be able to get it, trust me. You will be able to get it. But that open toe pressure foot, that really made a huge difference for me when it came to doubling wefts. That's what really made a huge difference, because I was struggling. Do you still have your frontal and wig stem? Yes, I have them for purchase. Don't purchase just yet, because I'm going to put the sale back up. So wait for it to go on sale. We'll go ahead and put the sale back up. But that's at Online Wig Course. OnlineWigCourse.com. If you forget, just make sure here on YouTube, well, you probably are subscribed to me, but make sure you turn on your notifications, so the notification bell, because I will make a post And I will give you guys a reminder. I'll let you know, like, hey, don't forget, it's a sale going on. And then I'll post the link. That way you do have access to the course just in case you forget the website on, which is onlinewigcourse.com. Onlinewigcourse.com. But yes, it's 100% online. It's self-paced. You can go back and rewatch the information over and over and over again. You're always going to have access to the information. Everything is zoomed in, it's up close. That way you can see everything I'm doing. I explain every single last thing I do. So, yeah, you will really enjoy the course. Without a doubt, you will really enjoy it. Right, let's see if Instagram is asking some questions because I'm pretty much wrapping this up this week. Uh-oh, I done got the hair stuck over this. Because this wig, I'm done stitching the hair on this wig. Thanks, you're welcome. Let's see if there's any questions over here. I don't see none. Okay. Well, any last minute questions? Oh, wait. Hold on. What's going on? Let me scroll up. If you have any last minute questions, definitely ask them now before I get off. Yes, ma'am. How did you find your audience? Did you pay for it? Ads and stuff? No. My audience, the thing about audience, you can either choose. So let's say you started your business and you had no idea what a target audience was when you started your business. Like I said, I'm gonna do a free webinar on this. So make sure you turn on notifications here on Instagram as well, because you definitely can turn on notifications and you don't want to miss when I make the announcement. Because it is going to be free for everybody that tunes in, but for anybody that want a replay, you will have to pay for replay. So make sure your notifications and stuff is on so you don't miss out when it's going to be free. Okay, free, F-R-E-E, free. Let's say you started your business like most of us, like me. You started your business, you didn't know much, you just started with what you had. And along the way, you find out, oh snap, it's a such thing as a target audience. How do I find them, right? One thing that you can do, you can just stick with the audience you already have, because you're always going to naturally attract the audience. I had gained a lot of followers because I followed a lot of people first. That's what I did. I wouldn't recommend doing that now. But I follow a lot of people first. Yes, you can run Instagram advertisements. You can have influencers promote for you. That's the way to get a following, but it's probably best to wait to have a good understanding of who your target audience is before you even run advertisements and work with influencers and do influencer marketing. You want to definitely know who your target audience is, but let's say you already started your business and you just found out about the target audience. You can literally just look at the people that actually follow you and just conduct your own research. See what those group of people have in common. Look and see what areas they live in. Do they have kids? What type of jobs they have? What they do for fun? You know, their background, what cultures do they come from? And you can start collecting your own data. And then you can say, okay, well, these are the people that follow me. I want to continue to attract the people that already follow me. So these are the type of people that I'm going to continue to look for going forward. But you have to, it's easier to find your target once you have an understanding of who your target is. So once you understand who your target is, then you know the type of advertisements and stuff to run. And that's how you're going to continue to find more people within your audience. But your audience, you can either work with an audience you already have, or you can choose, you can create your own audience. Your target audience can be based off of who you want your ideal customer to be. If you say, If you say, I like Ebony, I like everything Ebony, and I want to have customers that are just like Ebony, then you can make it your mission to find customers that's just like Ebony. Like, you can always pick and choose who you want your audience to be as well. So, should we continue to do business with everything shutting down? Yes, everything isn't shut down. It's a lot of scare tactics and fear tactics that's going on with the media. So a lot of people, even other entrepreneurs, which really the entrepreneurs that are saying it are the entrepreneurs that really don't have, they really not. Most of the entrepreneurs that I'm seeing that say they're gonna stop their business due to everything that's going on, these are entrepreneurs that never took their actual business seriously. So now they just want, it's like a misery wants company type of ordeal. If you still want to do business, you can definitely continue to do business. I know for a fact my vendors are still doing business. They're still shipping out packages. I've received packages within the last 3 days. I received packages last week. I received packages the week before that. I received packages, and the week before that I received packages. And my numbers are still the same across the board as it was last month and a month before that. So yes, you can definitely continue to still do business. But like the coronavirus, it will change a few things. It's important to stay up to date. Make sure you have good sources of information. Make sure you keep in contact with your vendors, just in case there are any changes that come. But as of now, I have not seen any change for my business, for my vendors, receiving packages or anything. I have not experienced any changes. So yeah, you can definitely continue with your business. That's true. I never thought about that. I want my kids to have the absolute best life. I want Jaden to have the absolute best life. You gotta work hard for these. If you got kids, you gotta have, you gotta create a best like a better life for these kids. I mean, the best life possible. Just make sure they're not spoiled though. We can give them everything they want, but they need to still understand, basic morals, and they need to understand what hard work is, and we don't need to have them walking around spoiled brats and stuff. How much is it going on sale for? I have no idea. See, I haven't created sale prices for the courses yet. So I don't know how much it's going to be for it. I need to sit back and calculate it and see how much of a deal that I can do. But you'll be able to see those prices tomorrow. Okay, thank you. I do know who my target audience is now. It's just about knowing how to find them. My audience is young and seasonal moms like me that I can relate to. It's just about finding them. Yeah, you're gonna find them through advertising, but you're gonna find them through your advertising and your marketing. But once I come out with that webinar, definitely make sure you tune in, because that webinar, I'm gonna explain it exactly how to find them, like what to do. This is, ooh, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Ooh, okay. She didn't want a wig combs, or an elastic band. So this wig, we done with the foam machine for now. And I'm gonna style this later. It's literally the same wig. I just got done styling. It's the same inch. It's a closure wig, 20 inches, Malaysia King curly. The only thing that's different is the circumference size. So it's the same exact wig that I recreated. I gotta make 2 more of these, because this one's selling. This one's selling fast. I gotta order some more hair too. As a stylist, is it beneficial to discount services and bundles for a period of time, such as a week or two, or a one-time offer? When it comes to having discounts and sales, well, as a I'm not a stylist. I'm not a hairstylist, so I can't really speak on behalf of stylists. But I do think that discounts and sales It's very beneficial for people. It's a great way to attract new clients and new customers. It's a great way to attract them because if people never heard of you before, they just if they never heard of you before and you giving them a nice little sale, they will be more willing to try and to test you. So it's kind of like when you're working on a sales funnel. A sales funnel is a series of targeted messages or yeah, a series of targeted messages that you put out that you get people, you walk people through like a process to get people to really purchase from your company. So it's like when you do a sales funnel, the first part of your sales funnel is a lead magnet. So a lead magnet is what's going to really capture someone's attention. So typically lead magnets are free. So let's say if I do this already, and most of y'all have been a part of my lead magnet. Most of y'all have been a part of it. But let's say I say, ooh, you want to start a hair business using a pre-order method? Voila, I'm gonna give you something for free, right? Because you're just now finding out about me. You don't know me just yet. So I'm gonna offer you something for free. I'm gonna offer you a free guide that you can download. They're gonna download the free guide. They're gonna be like, wow, like this was free. And she gave a lot of good content, right? So that's something that you do first. So then you go to the next step. After I gave you something free, and it's cool, maybe the next step of the process, I give you an item at an extremely low or discounted price. So it's kind of gonna be like a no-brainer, right? They're gonna be like, oh, I really like the free guide, and now she's about to let me try this product for like a certain percentage off. Um, so then they're just like, oh, well, I really like the free item. Now I'm about to use this really good coupon code and get this next item. So yeah, it makes sense. So then they purchase the next item, and then like you keep on adding stuff to the list to get them to get like a higher paying service. I hope I explained that right. Um, so let's say maybe as a stylist, service and bundles for a period of time. Okay, so let's say as a stylist or a hairstylist, maybe, how can I say this? Maybe, so something that you can do for free as a stylist, maybe you can offer like, and I really don't think stylists should really do stuff for free like that. But maybe something that you can do for free is you can go live. So you can go live. You can make YouTube videos. That's always very free. So give them like free content so they can get to know you, really get to know what you're about. It's something that can be beneficial to them. So if you're like a stylist and maybe you do sew-ins and you want to get more orders for sew-ins, make a YouTube video, go live while you're doing a customer sew-in. Make a YouTube video of doing a sew-in. As you're doing a sew-in, you can give like tips. You can give advice for a healthy hair grow, like how to protect your hair under a sew-in. Let people really know that you're knowledgeable, and really create that value with them. And that's free, right? All you had to do was watch and listen. Maybe within that, you let people get to know more about you, how you got started, being in the hair industry or something. People can relate to you. They can start connecting to you, so that's free. So maybe with that being free, maybe while they're watching and they really like what they're seeing, you can say, hey, I'm looking to build new clients. So if you would like these bundles that you see me using in this live or in this YouTube video, or if you would like me to actually do an install, if it's your first time being a client, you can save, I don't know, $25 off your purchase, or you can get 20% off or something like that. And I feel like that's a great way to really build up your clientele. So you offer something for free And in that free product, you also gave a coupon code, so when they are actually ready to purchase, they can purchase. So I feel like that's a really good way. I definitely feel like using discounts um, and having promos is good for business. I definitely wouldn't always do it, because when you offer discounts all the time, people are always going to expect a discount, and they're never ever going to pay the full price for items. So even when you do have items full price and there are no discount codes to use, they're gonna always ask you when is your next sale, or they're gonna say stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna just wait till they go on sale." Like, so you want to be strategic when you run sales and stuff. But I think to gain new clients, new customers and stuff, if you can give them a freebie, and if you can give them like a discounted service, like for their very first order, I feel like that is very beneficial. That's a great way to really grow your business. I hope that helps. I feel like that does help. Is your vendor still going to ship out here despite coronavirus? Yes, they've been shipping out here. My vendors been shipping out here. The only time they didn't ship out here was when they were on holiday. When they was on holiday, um, and then the coronavirus really broke out, and then they extended the holiday for like an extra week. Once they came back working, and everything has pretty much returned back to normal for my vendors. So they're definitely shipping out packages. I still have the same turnaround time. Not much has changed. So yes, I'm still getting packages. My vendors are still shipping out packages. Free consultations for a hairstylist. Yes, that's good. Or even some wig makers. I know. I feel like one of my favorite wig makers, Miss Foxy Hair, because she actually has a physical shop. I feel like she does a free wig consultation. So anytime somebody want a wig, she'll be like, "Yeah, come to the store. Come sit down, and we'll give you a head measurement. You could come try on a wig or two while you're here, and we can discuss any questions or concerns you may have about wigs, and that's free." So that's a way that she can get people into her store, get customers to come in, because who don't like free? So I feel like she offered that for free. Don't take my word for it, but I feel like that's something she will offer for free. Payment processors. The payment processors I use are the payment processors that are allowed for the website that I use. So the web hosting site that I use is Squarespace. Squarespace allows the use of Apple Pay, the use of PayPal, Stripe, and Square. So if you have like the little Square and customers can physically swipe cards, those are the payment processors that they allow. So on my website I accept Apple Pay, Stripe, and PayPal. I don't do Square because I don't use that gadget, and I don't have physical customers swiping or anything in person. So I use the payment processors that I'm allowed um, to use, and I use Squarespace. See, that's why I was concerned about doing too many sales, because I don't want them waiting for another. But thank you, Em and girl, that was very helpful. I'll keep you posted on my growth. Yes, definitely keep me posted. Fees. Yes, all payment processors have fees because they are a business. They can't offer it for free, because how they gonna make their money, right? So we are business owners, so we should understand that other business owners want to make money just like we want to make money. So they do have fees. I know Stripe does take a percentage. I don't remember what percentage it is. They do take a percentage of all sales, because it's being processed through their company, their business. PayPal takes a percentage of fees. So that's something you're always going to deal with payment processors. Another thing you will deal with is holds, especially when you're brand new using the payment processor. They will hold your money for a period of time until you build up a lengthy history with them, and they trust you, and they know there's no scam or fraud going on with your accounts. So that's something that you just have to. It just comes with the territory of business. That's something that you just gonna have to deal with. Um, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't really pay attention to the PayPal fees or the Stripe fees. It never really bothered me the fees, so I never really paid attention to it, honestly, because it's never been like a huge amount. It's been a very, very small expense. Can you do a video on disputes and chargebacks? I have a video that I made last year about how to win claims, how to protect your business from scammers. So definitely look for that video. That's probably one of my most popular videos, and it's very detailed. So I would strongly recommend watching that video. And with that being said, your girl is hungry and my throat is hurt, and them kids probably ready to come out that room. The kids are probably ready to come out their room. Hold on, somebody's asked one last question. Let me answer this one. This is it. How come PayPal holds your payment? I heard about that. Because they don't know you. PayPal won't hold your payment because they don't know you. They really want you to build up a history with them, because it's a lot of, listen, it's 2020. It's scammers out there, believe it or not, especially in the hair industry. It's a lot of scammers. And you know, PayPal needs to be able to be a source of protection. They offer seller protection just as well as buyer protection. So they need to make sure everything is legit, or it's going to cause their business to have a lot of negative reviews and all of that other good stuff. So PayPal like to dot all their I's and cross all their T's. They want to make sure everything is legit if you're going to use their platform. Same with Stripe. So PayPal will hold your payment. I know usually brand new businesses, they're going to hold your payment until you actually physically ship out the item that you sold and your customer actually receive their package. So they will hold your money until your customer actually receive the package. So it is, if you are doing pre-order or drop ship, it is best to keep some money to the side, just so that you're able to still purchase from your vendors, because PayPal will be holding that money from the customers, right? Sometimes PayPal holds your money because you have not verified everything on your account. So they either need your social security number or your EIN number. If you don't have that, that can definitely be a reason why your payment is being held. Sometimes you have to connect an actual bank account to your Stripe or to your PayPal account. Sometimes you have to provide them with a photocopy of your driver's license or your ID to verify that you are who you say you are, to verify that you actually live where you say you live. So sometimes they hold your payment longer if you have not authenticated yourself as an actual legit buyer, a business owner, or like a real person. So they're just protecting their reputation. You know, they are in business. They have a reputation to uphold. So they really want to make sure everything's legit. So when you first create an account with them, they do hold your payments. Stripe still hold my payments to this day. I think they just hold it because that's the amount of time that it takes for them to actually transfer the funds to my actual bank account. So Stripe, it always takes 2 to 3 days for me to receive my money. But PayPal, because PayPal is kind of considered like an online bank in a way.
Mom,
I'm almost done, Jaden.
you almost done?
Yes.
Okay.
I told y'all kids about ready to come out that room. PayPal is kind of like an online bank. So with PayPal, I do receive my money instantly every time I receive a payment on PayPal. I do have a business debit card. So, you know, debit card, not credit card, debit card. So that money is mine. And I have access to that money right away. So yeah, but payment processors, they're gonna do that in the beginning because you gotta build up that. They gotta make sure you're legit, and I can't blame them for that. Like being a business owner, I understand it because if I was them, I would probably do the same thing too. I would probably do the same thing too. So, you know, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live, y'all, because like I said, I'm hungry. Them kids want to come out the room. Uh-oh. Them kids want to come out the room, and I'm hungry, so I'm about to go ahead and end the live. YouTube, I should be uploading some YouTube videos. I'm gonna upload a weekly vlog, and I'm gonna upload some DIY videos on YouTube this week, so y'all can look forward to that. The sale should be up tomorrow for the courses and classes, so I will make a post about that just so y'all don't forget and y'all can take advantage of it if you want to take advantage of it. And stay posted, because I will be having that free class, free webinar on how about target audience. So be on the lookout for that. And it's been real. It's been like 3 hours, so we'll have to go live next time.